Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So this week I'm going to give you a taster, a freebie. I'm going to teach you a trick from my best-selling course, The Best Self-Working Card Tricks Ever, because this trick is one of the best self-working card tricks ever. No skill, no sleight of hand, and it is killer. So imagine this, right? From the start to the end of the trick, you never touch the cards. The spectator takes a card, they look at it, they remember it, you never see it. They put it back into the deck and they mix the deck themselves. Then they put the cards on the table. You wave your hand over the deck of cards and you give them a number. They immediately count down to that number in the deck and they find their card. And you've never touched the deck once from start to finish. Now, as if that wasn't enough, I'm going to teach you two versions of this trick. I'm going to teach you the beginner version and I'm going to teach you a version that I've been using for years to fool my mates who are pro magicians. So stick around until the end and I'm going to teach you that version as well. But this is completely self-working, there's no sleight of hand, and you can learn it in minutes. Are you intrigued? Are you ready? Then grab a deck of cards. Let's do it, come on. Alright guys, let's get into this trick. So the cards are mixed up, they're given a little bit of a shuffle. What you can do is you can spread the cards like this and you can have them just slide out any card that they want. From this point on, you don't touch the cards, okay? Obviously, I'm gonna need to touch them and play the part of the spectator. So let's imagine they've chosen this card, 5 of spades, right? You ask them to gather up the cards like this, and then they can literally put their card on top of the pack like so, and cut the cards as many times as they want so that even they don't know where it is in the deck. So they cut the cards a few times like this. It's actually, I want you to be sure that the cards are being mixed, so you can actually turn the cards face up. So they can turn the cards face up, and they can shuffle the cards and cut the cards as many times as they want. When they're happy, they put the cards down straight in front of you. Now remember, you've not touched the cards at all at this point. The spectator's done everything. Now you say to them, okay, 13, count down exactly 13 cards, and you have them pick up the cards and they count down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Remember, you haven't touched the cards once. They've done everything, but yet at the number 13, that is the selected card. This is just so beautiful. You guys are gonna love it. Right, let's get into the secret. Before we get into the explanation, if you've not subscribed, hit the subscribe button and don't forget to hit the bell as well, because I upload lessons every single week and you'll get notified as soon as I upload a lesson so you can jump in and start learning. Speaking about learning, let's crack on with this one. All right guys, so for this trick, you're gonna need a small 13 card setup and it's very, very easy to remember. In fact, you can't forget it because all it is it's all the cards of one suit in order. So in other words, we have all of the diamonds and we have them in order: ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, jack, queen, king in order. So that in numerical order, the ace is at the face, king's at the back. That's your setup. And you can pop these on the bottom of the deck and you are all set. Now at the start of the trick, you want to look like you give the cards a little shuffle, right? Like this. And you want to be able to do that without disturbing the order of these cards here. So if you want to do this, it's a very casual shuffle. All you need to do is just drop a few cards from the top of the deck in your left hand, drop a few more, then go underneath these cards like this, drop a few more, go back on top, drop a few more, and then there'll be a big chunk of cards here, definitely more than 13. You're going to put them underneath, okay? So that's how you do that shuffle, and done very casually. A lot of people shuffle cards like that, and it looks like a very casual shuffle, but it just means that you've kept your secret setup on the bottom of the deck. So the setup on the bottom of the deck, you're going to start the trick. You're going to spread the cards towards the spectator. Now, if you're working on a little mat like this, or you're working on a table, you spread the cards like this from you to them and ask them to pick a card. It's very unlikely that they're going to choose one of these cards. Also, I just say, take a card. And I put my hand over these cards.
Denied.
Psychologically, it kills, they're not even paying attention here. They're going to take one of these. Okay, but act very casually, and I guarantee they're not going to take one of your setup cards. If they do, just do a different trick from this channel, right? It's that simple. So you spread the cards out like so, and you have them choose a card. So let's say they choose this one, and we'll look at it just so you guys can follow. So King of Hearts, cool card, right? You have them square up the cards like so. You'd have them put their card on top. Now you're going to ask them to do a single cut. Now what this is going to do is it's going to put your secret setup directly on top of their card. So they cut the cards like so. Your setup is now directly on top of their card. So if we look through the cards like so, you can see now their card and your setup is on top. Now the way this works is that when they're cutting the cards, say they're cutting the cards like this, right? You ask them to cut the cards several times with the cards face down. So we'll do that a couple of times. So you ask them to cut the cards face down, and then you say, okay, just so you can see the cards being mixed, I want you to turn the cards face up so you can see they're being shuffled. Now, when they turn the cards face up, all you're going to do is you're going to wait for one of your diamond cards to show up. And the way this works is, say they cut the cards here. So say they cut the cards and an ace shows up. That would tell you that their card is now at position 1 from the top of the deck, right? But say they cut the cards and they cut a little bit deeper. Now it's, and you see a 5 show up. Well, now it tells you that the position of their card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So basically, the number on the diamonds, or the number on the setup that you've set up, corresponds with the position of their card from the top of the deck. So say they cut and then an 8 shows. Well, now it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 from the top. It's very, very clever, right? And that's because these single cuts are essentially putting these cards on top of their card. So if we just sort of recreate it now, so they've taken the cards and they're just mixing the cards like this, and you say, give them a cut. So now you see a queen, all right, you say, okay, that's enough cutting, turn the cards face down, because you've sim one of your key cards, your diamond cards. So 10, jack is 11, queen is 12, and king is 13. We've seen a queen. So now all you would do is you wave your hand over the deck and say 12. Take the cards, count down 12 cards, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And you have them deal that 12th card in front of themselves. Put the rest of the cards aside. There's one card in front of them. Get them to turn it over dramatically. It is their card. You've never touched the cards from start to finish, and it is such a clever secret. Don't you love it? It's awesome. Now let's get into the pro version. I know, I promised to show you a pro version, so I'm going to teach you this now. This version I love because, you know, in the original version where you have to ask them to turn the cards face up and then cut the deck, and you're looking for the key card. Well, in this version, they put the card in, they put the cards are face down, they're cutting the cards as many times as they want. You wave your hand over the deck, and you can tell them the position of their card, and they never have to turn the cards face up. So it seems very fair, and it will fool the heck out of any magician. Like, this is great for magicians, and I've been using this to fool my mates. They've got no idea how it's done, and it's actually very easy to do. Let's get into it. Right guys, welcome to the pro version. This is the pro version because they never turn the cards face up. They just cut the cards as many times as what they want. When they're happy, they stop, and then you cast your hand over the cards, and you can tell them exactly the position of their card in the deck. Intrigued? It's quite simple. You use marked cards. Marked cards have secret markings on the back. So in other words, this is the 6 of spades, this is the 2 of hearts, this is the jack of hearts, this is the queen of hearts, this is the 7 of clubs. They are marked cards, so just by looking at the back of the cards, I know exactly what the card is. So you can have your setup on the bottom of the deck as you did before. So I've got my ace through to king on the bottom of the deck, like this. And now you do this trick as normal. So you have them take a card. They take any card. Let's say it's this one, ace of clubs, right? You have them put the card on top of the deck, and then you just have them, you say, give the cards as many single cuts as you want. Now, as they're cutting the cards like this, I'm just looking for the marks on the back of the deck, right? So I'm looking at the marked cards like so, and I'm just waiting for them to cut to one of my diamond cards. Now, because I'm looking at the marks, when I get to a diamond, for example, now I've just cut to the jack of diamonds because I know by seeing the mark on the back. So I know it's the jack of diamonds. So now all I do is add 1. So I know that jack is 11, right? Because it's the one after 10, so it's 11. I add 1, which is 12. So I'd cast my hand over the deck, count down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and you get the card. So just by using marked cards, it takes it to a whole new level now, and it means that you're not turning the cards face up, and it literally seems so fair, and they're just cutting the cards like this. As soon as you see the diamond, get them to stop, and then you've done the trick without turning the cards face up. That's why this is such a magician fooler. Now, these mark cards are from Penguin. I think Penguin Magic makes some of the best mark cards. I don't want to reveal the marks here, but I'm going to pop a link to these mark cards in the description below. So if you want a deck of cards that are marked, it's probably a good place to start. You like this one, don't you? You like it, don't you? Really like it? You do, don't you? It is an amazing trick though. It's such a cool trick. So the original trick is by Harry Lorraine, and it was called the Lazy Man's Card Trick. And this was a little taster of my collection of tricks called the Best Self-Working Card Tricks Ever. It's a full course, especially for beginners. You don't need any skill to do any of the tricks on there. In fact, if you can do an overhand shuffle, you can do every trick on the course. And if you're interested in that, I'm going to leave you a link in the description below. If you like the trick, hit the like button, and also don't forget, if you've got any comments or ideas, write them down in the comment section below. I try to answer every single comment that I get on this channel. If you like this trick, you would love my magic course. It is a course that I put together. It's a full beginner's magic course. It's 4 hours of mind-blowing tricks and techniques, especially for beginners, and it's designed to take you from 0 to hero in the shortest amount of time possible, so you can start blowing people's minds straight away. Finally, if you're not subscribed, don't forget to subscribe. I do lessons every single week, and you don't want to miss out. Hit the bell icon, so as soon as I upload a lesson, you'll get notified. You can jump in and start learning straight away. For now, guys, have fun, go and practice, amaze somebody, make somebody smile, and I'll see you in the next lesson very soon.